So what we want to do is we want to go in and do a warp UV. So, or warp image rather. So what I can do is I can suck information from one UV set to another. So what I'm going to do is, first off, we've got the UVs laid out like that. Okay, great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to create UVs, and based on camera, okay, create new UV set. And I noticed the UV set 1 makes this all very confusing, so I'm going to call this map 2 when I do this. You'll see why in a second. And typically I'll start with something like the side view when I do this, so I'll just do this really quick and line it up, something like that. Okay, great. Hit apply and close. So that's created a new UV set. And if I take a look here, UV set says map 1 and map 2. The default one is map 1, and I start calling this thing like UV set 1 or anything like that, it starts getting really confusing. So that's why I'm doing that. It makes it easier. So now when I'm here, what I need to do is line up a texture. And I gotta pause for a second. I gotta figure out where the texture is. So here what I gotta do is I gotta figure out where the image is, and I've got like a new handy Lambert on here. And
I hate it when that thing is stuck on the back. It drives me nuts.
If I go in and I find that Lambert I just put on, Lambert 11, and I go in here and I find myself a nice file, and I'm going to go, come on, open up, and it's not there. Which one was it again? Oh, I had this a second ago, and well, that would be the front. That'd be 3/4. I'm gonna guess it's that one. Nope, I was wrong. It was my first guess. Okay, you'll see there's the side view. Okay, so now, right now, it's not hooking up with this one, right? You'll see that there's just the gray here. I've got to hook up these things. So if I go to Window, Relationship Editors, UV Linking, Texture Centric. And I go in here, File 11, and I hook it up to Map 2. Done. Okay? Now, you can see they're backwards. That's because I'm doing the other side, but whatever. If I take these here, and I go and I flip it, and now I go and I grab the scale tool, and I spend a bit of time nosing around. Let's make this a bit bigger. Actually, let's see if I can move this over a little bit, and I'll do a little trick here so I can deselect that so I can see a little bit better. It looks like the head is tilted slightly, so I'm just going to tilt it back. There. And maybe even a bit more. Okay. Great. And I can, just go in here, and if I hit B, I can start to move some of the stuff around so it lines up better. Okay. Trying to be quick on this. You get the rough idea. Okay, there. Yeah, that looks a little bit funny there, but okay, whatever. Okay. And it looks like my neck is out. I go see a chiropractor. Anyway, if I go over here and there. Great. Great. What time are we at? 4 minutes. Okay, there. Okay, so that should be good enough. Okay, just a few more little tweaks.
I'm the tweaker. Tweaking all the time. Weekend tweaking in.
Okay, anyway, so there you go. So I just lined it up, and now I've got just pretty much the side of the face that's lined up, and you can see it's really... That looks very interesting. That's a nice look that you've got there. If I go in here and I got this nice side view, and the other side should be pretty much identical. Okay, so now what I want to do is polygons, warp image, look in the options box, and just for the fun of it, edit, reset settings. Okay, so warp me. I've got to find warp me. Oh man. If I go in here, this one here is going to the up into the images. Okay, and you can see I've got a whole bunch of these already. That's that 7486. Great. Open. And warped. I'm just going to call this. I seem to notice I like doing this now. Warped side. Something like that. I'll just put a description on the back that says warped, and they're all together. You can do things like fixed color. Fixed color, let's put on a bright obnoxious yellow, and you'll see what that's going to do in a second. I typically like going for Targa files. And source UV set. Well, that's map 2. Map 2 is where this information is coming from. Okay, this is map 2. And that's going to be going to map 1. Okay, the original UV layout. That one. Okay, great. And resolution 256, I go up to 1K. We can go up to 2048. I've found that actually 4096 actually gives you a really nice resolution, and you can actually go in and make everything smaller from there afterwards, which I kind of like, but whatever, we'll do it like this for now. Just because it's a little bit faster. And I hit warp image. Oh, this music is driving me crazy. Okay, let's put on something different. Okay, so it's done it. And if I take a look, whoop, let's go move this over here, and we'll bring this out. If I go in here, and if I go into images, and I look at warp side, there you go. So now all the areas where there weren't any UVs are filled in with yellow. I kind of like this for just being able to quickly get rid of this area, okay? I've also got a trick where you can delete UVs that you know for sure you're not using. Like, for instance, you can see that, oops, crap. You can see this stuff in here, that's from the mouth. Okay, so I don't need that, right? So I could have gone in here into the UV set, and I could have done something tricky like, actually, let's do something super tricky. If I go to map 1, and I go in here and I grab, say, let's actually grab the faces, like that. I'll just turn B off. Okay, and then I go back over here to map 2. Those faces are still selected over here. And then you can go like this and select the UVs. And I've got the UVs selected. You'll see they're actually inside the mouth there. Okay. So I know that I don't need those. So if I go in and I do something like polygons, delete UVs, there's no UVs for the mouth anymore. Right? This mouth area is just not there. You could get rid of stuff in the center too. So I went in here and I grabbed, say, this edge. And I do something like two faces. And then I go and I grab the UVs off of these, because I don't need those. Those are all going to be stretched. You'll see right here, they're all stretched right in here. So what the hell's the point of keeping those around? And if I just take those and I hit polygons, delete UVs, great. Okay. And how did I get the stuff on the top of the head? Must have hit some loop back here.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, hold on a second. And I did that. Interesting. So what if I went in here and I just went to, say, UVs, and I grab this UV, and I double-click on that one. And if I have the move tool on, when I double-click, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this again. Edge. Oh, smoke and crack. 2 UVs, and let's try it again. Polygons, delete UVs. Yeah, so it gets rid of just that inner edge there. Okay, because when I did the other one, it was selecting the edge over here and deleting this section here of UVs as well. Anyway, back to this. Let's try this one more time with the same settings we already have. And it says polygon warp image file output type not found. Okay, let's try it again. Let's open up this. Blah 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 blah. Targa. JPEG, doodaloo, fly. Is it because I have that thing open still? There it is. Just did it. And so we check that out again. Warped sad. There you go. So that chopped out all this stuff. So I know I don't have to worry about that at all. And now I can start taking one from the front, one from the side. You'll even see I've got them all here. I was doing the shirt. There's few of these things, and I've just started slapping them all together, different sections. Okay, And there you have it. What time is it? 10! Okay, we'll stop this here.